What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So guys, what is street smarts and how do you gain street smarts, and can you gain street smarts? See, when we think about being smart on the streets, a lot of people think that relates to you growing up in the ghetto area and around ghetto people or around traumatic neighborhoods where you would have to learn how to protect yourself in the streets. And that's not necessarily what street smarts is. You see, in this video, I'm going to take you to a neighborhood that you would think you wouldn't have to be careful in. So here we are. This is a neighborhood downtown Nashville, Tennessee. It's not a prestigious neighborhood, but it's not a ghetto neighborhood either. And as you see, this neighborhood is very, very quiet. And believe it or not, it looks like it's late. And it's only like 6:45. 7 o'clock at night. But as you look around and you see these areas in the street, some people, guys, when they walk the streets, they don't necessarily look around because they may feel as though they don't have a reason to look around. They don't have a reason to check their corners and to look into alleyways and to look into the dark parts of the street. So they wouldn't necessarily do this as they walk around. They would just look forward. But that's not being smart. See, even though you don't have any enemies, even though you've never done anything wrong, you still want to watch yourself on the streets, because a neighborhood like this, believe it or not, is a good breeding ground for someone to be mugged in, because there's not a lot of people around. There's not a lot of witnesses or anything like that. You know, like someplace like this parking lot here. Look at this parking lot. Let me show it to you real quick. This parking lot is very empty. You see, if you was the person who owned this car way in the back of the parking lot, the only thing somebody has to do is follow you back there and mug you or whatever, you know, because there's not nobody around to see it. And of course there's somebody parked over here, you know, on the side, but what if there's no one? Now you're left by yourself in a dark area, you know, and no one there to help you. So guys, street smarts itself is about knowing what to look for. And you may say, okay, what do I look for? Now look straight ahead. When I pan the camera straight ahead, you're gonna see a dark alleyway. You see that dark alleyway right there? When you walk in this street, you want to take a good look down that alleyway. You want to see if you see anybody down there. If you see a car down there, you look right and look left. And you see that I looked in that alleyway for a long period of time for a reason. You also want to check like dark areas that's to my left and dark areas that's to the right. This is where people can actually hide at if you're walking on the streets, and you won't even see them, especially if they got on black clothes or they have on something dark, and you won't be able to see them. So you want to take a couple of looks into these darker areas as you walk in the streets or as you're jogging. You see how I pan the camera back to get a good look back there? You want to make sure you do that. You don't want to just walk the streets or jog. You know, you may want to run backwards sometimes. You don't want to do that. Just, you know, think to yourself, hey, nobody's, you know, gonna touch me. Nobody's gonna do anything to me. I got a knife. I got a gun or whatever. But no, them dark patches, them dark areas, no, these are places where, again, muggers would sit, they would plot, and they will wait on you until it's a perfect opportunity to jump out and do something to you. And as you see, I pan the camera around for a reason, because this is how you should actually walk down the block, keeping a quick eye on different vehicles as they ride by, looking across the street as much as you can, just surveying the area and seeing what's happening, seeing what's up, seeing who's around, what are they about. If someone walked on the same side of the street as you, and you see that car is right there that is backing up, I got an eye on it. I'm going to look again into this dark area to the left to make sure no one is there, to make sure there's nobody standing in that area. And there's a little dark patch here. You know, just peeping and taking an extra look around here. Guys, again, having street smarts is not about worrying about your surroundings. It's about being aware of your surroundings. It's about being noticeable of certain things and being understanding of certain things. That's what street smarts is, guys.